All right, folks, we are in Act Two here in our third attempt at the Russian campaign. It's gotten progressive. We've gotten progressive. By we, I mean me. Have gotten progressively better at this. I just checked. This is 12 hours in. A lot of hemming and hawing over what to sell and what not to sell. It's yeah. I try to pause most of that to make this. Ooh, what do we got here? Wait a minute. You know what? I'm not really. How much should provisions normally cost? Like 25 for 50? Yeah. So I would sell off more. And all right, I got to fix some stuff up here. If we're going to go into what might feel like, did that look like another kind of boss fight? I mean, 12,000. We got 12,000 as well. We also have lots of potential upgrades that it would be probably most of this video trying to figure out where these go. I mean, cover bonus and stamina. Yeah, so I'm gonna hop out of here. I know that I got like these Pandora Musketeers and maybe a few things that I didn't upgrade after the last battle. I'm gonna try to go ahead and upgrade them, and then just bring you all back in. And looks like this one's gonna start out with a bang. All right, I'm done dawdling. We'll see if any of that actually worked out. But don't you dare! Don't you do it! I don't actually know that I want to fight him, but I'm certainly gonna try. No one to recruit here. I think I knew that, right? This is where I just was. Socket bayonets. I don't think we have anybody that can use. Oh, I didn't know that I had. Where have these been hiding? Uh, Supplies available. Yeah, I don't care too much about. This isn't not a terrible place to sell, but it's not the best place to sell either. So that was $100 for 1,000. Right, basically a 10-to-1. We know that we just burned through a bunch of ammo. Suppose if we need to, we can. But we're hoping to have enough to get us through the winter here, and also to get us into Act 3. I don't think I need to. So that's a slum, and that's a slum. I don't. You do want to go up here though, right? I think I do. You can always come back to that. Making our way downtown here. So, what do you think this guy's gonna do? 11.5. We could certainly try to get him. Of course. Provisions consumption plus 25%, campaign movement speeds 20%, campaign visibilities. Yeah. So, can I still get them? So that's 20 food a day. So that gives us about 100 days. Yeah, but we don't want to do that. We don't want to spend 100 days doing that. Is there really all that stuff that they claim that there is? Buckshot rounds? I did not realize that there were different varieties of it. 200 versus 250. I'd probably be inclined anyways to. Let's go to town. Let's just see what we get. So they have Russian artillery recruits. We can take them, battalion artillery recruits, basically take them with the upgrade for an additional 300. I don't think I want to do that yet, because we might end up training. They also have a foundry. So let's go with those. Those are going to go here. Let's also see Noble Estate. You got anybody that we could work into grenade throw range? Now I could put. Well, we don't have that many grenades. Cunning, melee damage. This is a good. Yeah, this is good for a melee unit, which is much of what we had, even for grenadiers. This dude, move speed, stamina, bloodthirsty, observant. Yeah, most of that's okay. I think focused range, supply wagon. For 400? Keen, which is accuracy and range. Morale damage dealt. You know, I'm wondering about this one for artillery. Stamina, I don't care about. Cover efficiency and fire damage received. I think this guy maybe should go with. I hate spending that much gold. But it looks like we're going to spend a lot anyways. So we've done it. Consequences be darned. We need to get some bronze 6-pounder. Huh? 3-pounder we don't need. We already have that. So that's a 6. It's a 6-pounder. 8-pound. 3-pound is what we already have. So we either go with the bronze 6-pounder. What is that? 40, 35, 435. So it's 5 seconds faster on reload. It has what? More ammo. And it's slightly more accurate and does more damage. I don't know if it's 150 gold worth at this point. It's 40, 30, 390, 50-second reload. Huh. We're going to take the budget option here. This is a place we're getting better deals, right? So we can't do anything with that. Can't do anything with that. This we actually can do something with the new unit we just got. Socket bayonets, I don't think we're in the market for, so we're going to dispense of those. We might need it. Okay, we can't do anything with this, but we can do something with that, and that gets us some money back. Iron 6-pound. Wait, I already have an iron 6-pound gun? Yeah, I knew that. I knew that. Actually, I don't know where that is. Where is that iron 6-pound gun? Is it? Oh, it's over here. That's... I did not see all those things, so... I hope these things should, like, automatically slide over or what. But we'll go to, these guys, right? 3-pound gun. Swap that out for that. We'll give you that for that. We could give you the excellent entrenching tool. Because it doesn't look like there's a whole lot else that you would need. Alright, so we'll do that. We'll get ready to sell that. Some of the stuff maybe we could use, but... So I realized with these Pandora Musketeers, there's only 600 of them, but they actually seem good at range, and so I think I built 2 units that are like slightly better at shooting. Maybe the earthworks going to them was not the right call. Maybe they should go to the artillery. I don't know. But I'm going to try. And then we gave them an accuracy buff, and in case they end up in a melee, they got that. But we generally don't want them in a melee. And then these guys, I think, also... Well, we just gave them the gun picks to maybe do a bit better. But this guy's actually... Yeah. Accuracy, range, morale damage, stamina doesn't really matter. Cover efficiency is fine. Fire damage received is fine. So that's actually all right. And I think now I'm just in the market maybe for one more infantry or one more cavalry. I don't know. But that is going to be that. Now we can pitch the 3-pounder. Here, I'll just do this stuff. And I think we don't need those anymore. I really don't know if I'm going to use that buckshot ever. I feel like while we got the good prices, maybe we pitch those. I don't think we need it. I don't think we need it. Because it's going to cost me on most of my units. Well, I think all the Grens have been up to level 4. These guys have not yet. So we could pay 50 to get them another thing. And maybe we get them that morale and charge stuff. Because they already have haversacks. Maybe we could try that. See if they'll take it. I guess they will. So we could certainly do that. But I don't know about some of this other stuff. Oh. Nope. Nope, 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 nope. We can't do this. I lied. There's no money left in town. That's... Whoops. Do I have to, like, buy stuff? Put money back in town? Is that what just happened? Yeah, okay. So that is what happened. I don't feel like carrying this stuff. Not that I couldn't use it, but I'd probably have to pay 100 gold just to open the slot and add it on to maybe cav. For most infantry. It doesn't seem quite worth it. Get rid of that. These actually might be okay. We might hang on to that for a future unit. And we can just get rid of all that. Alright, it gets us a bit of coin. And the deal with this place is that there is just more... The ammo is cheaper here. Yeah, they weren't kidding. I'm also thinking ahead to Act 3. Should we make it that far? Are we going to have enough? Alright, where's the slum we saw? We saw a slum over there. Slums were 70 days out. The only other slums we know about are back here. And back there. Other than this one. Let's continue this way before we end up raiding. I did not watch that at all. 1, 2, 3, 4. Dragoons are no joke. 1, 2, 3 artillery. British veteran foot. Yeah, I mean, that's all good infantry there. So, we begin day. Yeah, that was a previous one. I think this is campaign 3, episode 2, maybe? Nope. Maybe 3. Who knows? Who knows? Let's see what we get. But yeah, I forgot those Pandora Musketeers are just 1/2 or almost 1/3 the size of some of my regular infantry units. So generally, yeah, it's kind of the same pattern I've noticed where on your left, their right, they have the weaker infantry. Highland Foot is an exception. But British Veteran Foot certainly looks ripe for the artillery to be shooting at. We also have a lot of cover over here. I'm thinking, we could have a slog. It's kind of a map that's set up decent for a slog, which should provide us cover on the way in. Russian Grands. So who's our more shooty? I think this is our more shooty brigade. All right, so they're actually in, I would say, the right place. These guys might be weaker, so maybe we'll just put them out on the flank. Or we'll get their move speed up. We'll do that. Yeah, the Pandora. I don't know, maybe we hold them back. And I wonder what the... Open order. Oh, so they're skirmishers. Oh, well then that was stupid to give them earthworks. I did not know that. It's kind of funny though. What do we do with them? Put them out on the furthest right? And have them maybe skirm with the British veteran foot, but stay on their flank? I don't know. But yeah, certainly think about putting them there. The artillery, I think, is in an okay spot. You know what though? Maybe we just put it up on the high ground and let it shoot down. We will try it. And it's not all going to make it up there. And then otherwise, I think it's just the Russian thing. We're going to try to square up against the recruits and the cav on the left. Try to push into the woods. We don't have to push out super hard left. Where's the wide side? Because I think on these maps... All right, so the left flank actually is the wider one. If we wanted to go for that. Do I want to take the horse grenadiers out there and try to blow those guys up? I feel like it's probably better if you're going to chuck grenades. Chuck them on the high quality stuff, not the chaff. Can we go out far right? A little ways, actually. A little ways. All right. So we'll stick you over there. And these Russian Grens can come up here. And is that really our whole force? We certainly want Cossacks on the flank. Maybe we'll have these a little bit left of the flank. I don't know if 4 regiments is going to be enough. Maybe between the trees and the area here. Usually what I do is I pull back against the weaker flank. I push up here, and then I would pull back here. Still might do that. I'm not sure, but I'm tired of talking about it, and you're tired of hearing about it, so. Okay. Set them up there. Put them moving over there. Put them moving over there. Do, 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 do. Maybe you know what? All right. Do that. Move you up there. Move you up there. And then we're going to take these guys, and if we can start slamming the veteran foot, we will. You know what? You don't need to run. Actually, you do. Yeah. You need to run and get up on those fences. Russian Grens. I think you want to go there. As long as you guys are kind of in the woods, I'm okay with that. You can do the same. Cossacks are going to come back here. These Cossacks are going to go here. Yeah, we want everybody shooting at the veteran foot. By we, I mean me. We'll have these guys dig in here. Okay, you actually need to run. You are running. You can stop running because you're in the woods, and you can stop running as well. Your morale is, or your stamina is fine. Yeah, I mean, we're about to see what happens with those scrims, but hey, man, if they want to hang back and, you know, do that, that is absolutely fine with me. Okay, you do need to get a little wider. You need to get a little wider. You need to get a little wider over there. Okay, lapse, bit of a lapse, but you know, par for the course. Keep our general close by. Okay, don't love the dragoons coming. And I might start moving over here. Alright, if it's going to be like that with you guys... We're going to charge you out. We're going to move you guys back, actually. Just move them back. Okay. You guys are still trying to crunk them. That's fine. Oh. That's right. We gotta move you back. Yes, you keep shooting. You keep shooting. You fall back. You guys might want to fall back because I know that those guys are coming. Right? We know that's gonna happen. Oh, this is silly. They're going to pull back over here. Okay. You guys have sent them running. That's fine. Send these Cossacks after them. And then have these Cossacks rotate. Did I really order them to do that? Because I don't think I did. Okay. Yep. You can stop doing that. Start shooting them. Actually, I remember what those dragoons did to us last time, so we don't want any of that. Okay, we shattered them. That's actually fine, so we can pull back. Here, pull back there. You come out of melee, get back there. Keep the horse grins back for now. Yes, and you guys shoot at that, and you guys actually start shooting at that Highland foot. You guys just need to fall back. Okay, that's where they are. I wondered a little bit. We lost them. Ah, the reverse charge! Nobody ever sees it coming! Alright, that was stupid. Also, you guys got clicked on the wrong unit, so that's that. There's still... Yeah, there's still Cossack, or Light Dragoons, I guess, over here. Sorry, gents. Did you really just... Oh, no, we just missed who we were charging after. They're still missing who they're... Yeah, they're supposed to go up here. Alright, somebody's retreating. I guess that's fine. Poor Russian Grens. British foot here. Yeah, we totally lost them. Maybe with the counter charge, do we get them? Do we break them on morale? We did. Excellent. And we shattered them. All right, great. You switch over to them. Stay on them. Stay on them. Okay. Pandora might... Sorry, gents. I know it's been rough. You have tons of morale. You can charge. And yeah, I just lost track to you guys. Cossacks, you got it. Oops. Nope, nope, nope. Okay, you come out of melee. I hope we're winning this. Got to send you guys against the Dragoons. That's done. Okay, yeah, we don't want any of that. Maybe we'll pull into them. Pull up there. That's fine. You guys can get out of melee. That's fine. Okay, observation folks can move out here. Move you around like that. Okay, they're retreating. Excellent, excellent. That's what we want to see. We already know that the other group there is shattered. So I'm going to order them up on the run. All right, we got a little overzealous there. And there. Okay. Switch you over to there. They look like... Okay, we have a big morale advantage there. We want to use that. And actually, we're going to order you guys right over here. I want to go in against them. Good artillery targets. I don't see many. Not on the right anymore. Those guys are wavering. Let's start pounding those. Move them up there. Yes. Shoot them. Okay, they're retreating. Excellent. Move up here. Somebody just shattered. Actually, I do see a target for you. The recruit's right there. Sorry, Russian Grens, you suffered. That is what happened. Okay, we don't want them to rally. Actually, they're just wavering, I think. So that should get rid of all of that. Shatter them. Okay, Russian Horse Grenadiers. Not exactly doing Russian Horse Grenadier things, but... Okay, they have no stamina, so we're going to have to walk them up. Okay, we have friendlies in there, so that's not a great idea. And yeah, you guys, you do need to focus on that artillery up there. All right. Only the skirms broke, and yeah, it's an interesting idea of what would you do with those, but I think we're just going to transfer those earthworks over to probably the artillery, or do we pay up and just have them? Yeah, definitely casualties restored. So that puts us up at 10,000 manpower. We got a bunch of promotions. I think some can actually use it. Looks like the artillery... Oh, that one unit did extremely well. But I think Russian field artillery is already... Yeah, it's already up as high as it can be. So it doesn't help us that much. Let's see. We had 10,000 manpower. How many do we have now? So actually 8,000. That was only 2,000. All right. Ammo goes from 1850. That was 350 ammo. So that for that size of a battle, that gives us some sense as to what we could expect. No upgrades for officers that I see, but Did I really upgrade them all the way? I completely forgot about that. Russian field artillery, sure. Because why not? These were the recruits, and I guess they just didn't get very many good targets. Maybe we could put that on someone. I don't know. We could help them move a little bit faster, I guess. It's not terrible. Maybe because they have the shorter range guns, so they might need to move more. We have the Potsdam carbines. So right now they have Charleville. These guys, so they can't go. The original Cossacks I had can't upgrade, but these guys can now upgrade to the Don Cossacks, and those seem better at melee to the degree that to the degree that any of them are good at melee. We'll see how it goes. These guys have better accuracy and reload, and not that I really want my cavalry to be doing much shooting, but if someone's got to do it, we can role play this. We can make this work. March. It would cost 50 to open up the slot to make somebody faster. I don't know why I did that, but so do you need your shooters to be faster? Your grenadiers who are trying to run up and yeah, we'll just do that. What is this? Morale and stamina. This sounds like the guys who are in the pits usually. Right down there. They actually did okay, but yeah, we're gonna pitch that. Morale and stamina. You know what? If they're gonna be running a lot, maybe we actually want to give them some stamina. And then on the artillery front, do we open them up now and then also give them the cover bonus? It's only 50 gold. It's not breaking the bank. So since they have to move up and they're more likely to take more counterbat and they're likely to be closer to enemies, I feel like the cover bonus probably helps them more. I mean, I guess we'll know when we get there. All right, this other stuff, again, I'm not too sure about. I can imagine a world where these guys, nope, those guys might benefit from the buckshot round just because we can get very close if we get on the flank and then spray them. They could too. It would require 100 to open up that one. Like I need one more thing to focus on. You could tell that my micro is taxed. I was kind of just lucky that the army comp in the last one was to my advantage. Do we really not? Oh, there's a few guys there. Okay. So I think it takes a couple of days here. Oh, dear. I do not want to fight both of them. Not at the same time. March, 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 until we get up to full strength. You go ahead, keep following me. Keep following me. Who does not have full manpower? These guys? It's just like a few people around. All right. That's fine. Fine slowing down. All right, I'll dude, there's two of them? Yeah, I definitely don't want to have to fight both of them. Well, that kept me off my 5th slum. All right. Let's see. We'll just keep moving around and see if we can draw him in without his friend. Don't really care for his friend. Alright, this is going to be rough up here. Go ahead. You know, let's go for it now. And hope his friend doesn't show up. Oh, so 3 Cav 3 artillery. And a ton of infantry. British veteran foot. Brunswicker. Yeah, those guys are all no joke. Subsidy Jaegers, not quite as good, but... Ooh, boy. There we go. You must open fire by platoons aiming at the enemy's belly. Got it. All right. Maybe we also just go with a 5th artillery unit rather than a 4th cav. It just feels like it's going to be way too much to micro. All right, so they got 6-pounder there with the subsidy field artillery. Why can I not? Can I not click on you? Something's in the way. Ooh, bronze 6-pounder. And I guess it's a to be announced other one, but I don't think we're outranged. We can go very wide on the right, but the deployment zone doesn't really take us there. Unfortunately. Artillery on the hill, probably, yeah, that seems like the most obvious move. And Grens, you could always do Grens versus Grens and then just have my artillery focus fire them down. That's kind of what it feels like we should do. And who are the worst ones? The field artillery recruits, where are they? Okay, so if they're in the middle, that's fine with me. But yeah, what's changing is that their melee troops are like starting to get not as good as our own. And I think this brigade makes sense over here. I don't know, what was it? Was it that bad last time? It might have been. I was just thinking how those skirmishers got routed, and but the rest of that fight, other than the skirmishers getting routed on the right, was not terrible. Crossing over here is less than ideal because of what they've got. They also got the trees there. Oh well. Put these guys here. And then just Cav, for now, can hang back. All right, let's see how this goes. Okay, these are the weaker ones. Of course, we don't want to get shot by units that are coming up the river, but that might happen. Yeah, I'm a little lost here what to do with this. Maybe we just bait and switch? No, we could. So we can't really flex too far out on the right here. Right? We know that. And their cav also shouldn't be able to get around us as easily. Yeah. So you're up there, that's fine. Alright, so let's just give them an order to... You know what, if you can all pelt that unit, that's fine. So you can put them there, you can put them there. You put them there. Hmm. Just move up. Can we actually charge across this? Guess it's kind of an episode of... And now this. Oops, I was right. That I was up too close. That's too bad. Okay, we need to try to focus them down and them. And them. Oh, that is... Yeah, these guys are done. Yeah. It's my mistake. Okay, turn this stuff over to here. Turn this again over to here. Turn that over to there. And turn that over to there. Okay, they broke, that's fine. We can kind of fall back here and try to regroup. All right, those skirms got, I think, the best of the subsidy provincial cavalry. Try to chase them down. Ooh. No, we actually don't want them up there. Yeah, we'll just stay down here. Okay, those Hessian cav broke. And we can start peeking around here, but I think it's time to start focusing down their artillery. Probably do want to stay a little wide here. Okay, we'll move up here. They might be able to shoot them out. That's fine. But otherwise, keep that long-range artillery hitting. Okay, they're shooting that, right? They're shooting that. They should be. Okay, they're gonna shoot that. That's all right. Well, we got to kind of hope their friends aren't right behind them. That's a little bit of good news. I mean, it's a bunch of stuff we can sell, but hard to say what we need the most. We need a lot, though. Man, that artillery is ranking up as no joke. All right, so we went from 10,000 manpower. Holy moly, we lost 3,500. Yeah, that was going to be a rough one. And we went from 1,500 ammo, about 1,300 ammo. So, fun. Let's keep pulling back just in case their friends are right behind them. All right. You've got to be kidding me, man. Dorchester's up there. We got a little while. Unload some stuff here. Do we have anything that we... Russian veteran musketeers. Are we all full? No, we got one slot left. Let's sell the stuff we know we... So we know we can't use that. It's a ton of money, ton of money. This is... Yeah, that actually we might throw with the skirms. If cavalry are going to be the big challenge for them. I don't know about those. But that helps. And what's the deal here? Item cost is less, and item sale cost is less? I don't know. Looks like we're getting a ton of money for this stuff, so that's fine. We could use there any other discount ammo places around? I think there was one over here, but I think we bought all of it. What did they have at the foundry that we might want? Another 12-pound. Which give me... 12 pounds. That's 250. That's 250. Those are just the same. That's fine. But we could get that for our last unit. Right, the new one. Confirm it. Right, it's you guys that have the 6-pound currently. But everybody else has 12. Oh! So we actually have 2 units who could use 12-pounders. Very well. We'll buy the other one they had. Sorry, Treasury, but... But we will sell... Oh, no, 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 no. I think I just did that. Oh, I think I misclicked. Iron 12-pound gun. Alright, so that gives us the 6-pound gun, which we can now sell. Fine. Do I need to do this for the last battle? I just don't know. They have a noble estate. An officer that might do well in infantry. This guy looks okay, because brave... Alright, I don't love the melee stuff, but that looks better than most. Stamina and veterancy gain is fine. Charge is fine. Cover efficiency, don't love that. Combat effectiveness, but officer command range is less. Relentless, charge but stamina. Cavalry charge. I don't know, it seems like a lot just to throw into the cav. That's okay. I think the cheaper option here is probably the better one. Man, that seems like a lot. But they are veteran musketeers, right? So they're probably about as elite as we can get. And we've been struggling. I've been struggling, I think, to beat just the armies that are in front of us. So I'm not sure that we could do it. I think we might have to try this. But it might just be a safe scum opportunity. Maybe from how many days we got? We got 40. We could do a bunch of stuff in 40 days. We could at least get another few things going. Even in forage? Yeah, we kind of just got to hope for a 5th slum somewhere. So... Great. All right. I guess that's the joys of doing other things. We'll search the convoy over here and see what we get. Oh wait, we only need one more slum? Why don't we just go here? Nine provisions a day isn't terrible. You want to fight? Is that what this is? I'll fight you. No. I'll fight you. Yeah, we'll probably end the episode here, and I'll try to get the 5th slum and the doctrine, and then maybe just train for some of the lower tier folks. I don't remember who the greenest of these is. It's probably this guy, right? Veteran Musketeers doesn't have anything. All right. Well, even if you're a veteran musketeer, we're probably going to need you to do that. Where's my Pandora? Sure, I'll pay 50 for you guys to be able to throw down some spikes or bring some spikes with you. And, I don't know. Maybe you need that. Cover bonus? I don't think so. I don't think we need that. And who here has... Oh. So they already have the really good cover bonus one. That's fine. And this is just for cabs, so... I mean... Is it better than nothing? For a reduction in stamina, which is... Which one is it? 40? I don't know. We'll just hold it as it is. And, oh, I saw the angle of one of those guns made it look like it was something a little special. It didn't look like a howitzer. It looked like something else. All right. What are we looking at for a battlefield here? This is a bit wider. All right, so the right side is the short side. Yeah, Brits are doing their whole thing. Left side is very open. Okay, so it's that part of map I feel like we've seen before. We've fought on this one quite a few times. And not too many soft spots in the line. I do see they got British foot out there that only has 3 things of morale. Redcoat recruits with only 3. British foot out there with only 3. And in terms of artillery spots, I mean, we could just start here and post up, or we could try to run the artillery up to here. Yeah, and then maybe we hold some infantry back here. Last time the overload did not work at all. I think we've done okay putting our best against their best, or slightly kiting them. But I think that's fine there. Artillery, we just want with a short little run right up onto that rise. Is this my B team? Yeah, this is my B team here. That we probably, I don't think we're gonna be able to get up here, but we probably want to hold at least part of this area. All right, so we put them there, and then just hold the cav in. Oops, all the cav right there until we figure out what we're gonna. Oh, we have veteran friends. You know what? Let's just push everything out a little bit more over here, and then we'll bump these guys up. All right, we'll see if we can run the artillery up here as fast as it'll. Yeah, there is no running artillery, so that is fine. These guys. Oh. I think I did move the wrong group earlier. Let's try that. Okay, the true B team. The true B team. I mean, maybe actually we would just only need to put those guys over there. Yeah, maybe that's what we need to do. Because now we can't just select the whole brigade, because those guys don't really do what we need them to do. Alright, you be running, that's fine. Where am I, Pandor? Why are you stuck? I don't want you stuck without fire. Well, I must have hit the wrong button somewhere. Still keep them over there. Some other Slobodian over there. Who are you? Russian. What are these guys a part of? Oh, it's right there. Yeah, all right, they're with the right unit. Field artillery, start doing your thing. Recruits, start doing a thing. Yep, start shooting them, and I know you haven't been given an order. We're gonna fix that real quick for you. Put you all there. I'm gonna throw you guys that way. You guys should be all right there for now. And then these guys probably, yeah. Oh boy, forgot about that. Well, we may have blundered again. I mean, I know that's not like us, but... I mean, everybody is concentrating on who I want them to concentrate on, so I got no qualms about that. Those guys there. Maybe we need to run the horse grenadiers up. These guys need to just, like, draw them. Make it look like they're... Okay. We got them to face us. It was all a front, and now they kind of give enfilade fire. That's fine. It's worth those casualties to keep my artillery rocking. That is perfectly fine. Yeah, you guys need to finish off that. And you all need to get up there. You know what? Actually, have the observation musketeers go there. And that should just be a losing fight for them, I think. Okay. So maybe we have the Pandora muskets go up there. We have the observation musketeers and the Cossacks come up to protect them from that. These guys should win head on. Alright, we don't need to overkill, because if they're already weakened to the point that... Here, you guys just need to do that. Slobodian Cossacks. That's exactly what I said. Alright, we'll move up there. Yeah, again, sorry dudes. But we trying to avoid making some of the mistakes we've made in the past. Alright, they've drawn up. We're going to charge. If these guys are ripe for charging, I kind of realizing that I forgot about those guys over there. Okay, their morale is down. Let's knock theirs down and just get this right flank all cleaned up. Cossacks, you now have a target. Don't let them rally. You guys reform over there. Alright, yeah, I was going to say, they're not going to love that, are they? Okay, let's break them, and let's switch our artillery to those British foot. I don't know how that's going to go, but we're about to find out. I kind of just want to see. Oh no! Pull him back. Okay. It's okay. Well, it's not really okay, but we'll try to make it cost them. They want to trade cavalry for skirmishers. I think we just got to be okay with that. Okay, these guys should definitely charge. I'm not too sure what I was waiting for, or if this is a good idea. I guess it worked. It doesn't make it a good idea, but it did work. All right. Who else? Start picking on that stuff, I think is a call. Where'd our Cossacks go? They're up here. Oh. Oh no. These guys have run way too far. Yeah, that's a job for them. You all should be rested, so move up. I guess we have to get in a line now if their artillery is just going to pepper us. British foot is there. Can we shoot them? Be great if we could. Okay, we'll reform them. All right, I'm not going to let them take the Russian veteran musketeers out. There's still a chance that we'll save them, so we'll just march up there. All right, we're already starting to deal with that. Russian Grens. Okay, these Cossacks need to go for that. You all need to start working your way up. Work your way up. Work your way up. You know what? We don't want to. Yeah, I think if I could get another unit of artillery, I would. Yeah, nobody can really hit them. Looks like they're caught between reloads, so the Slobodian Cossacks should get them, and I think that'll be it. Do they have anybody else? No. All right, we'll end this one on a high note, if that counts as a high note, and that sets us up for the Act 2 boss battle. After this, we got plenty of gold, so that's fine. Losses here. Okay, but that's not a big group. That's a fairly big group. This is a bunch of money. Sailors and ammo. So that, again, puts us about 10,000 manpower. I feel like that artillery now should... You guys have earned... Alright, you're at least battalion artillery. You can work with that. Okay, you all are as upgraded as you're going to be. That's fine. Yeah, it was almost 3,000. Manpower. That was a lot of ammo, too. Alright, can you do anything that's going to help artillery units? Flanking fire. That? Volley fire replaced by fire with rank. I don't know if that has any effect on artillery. It doesn't seem like it should. Melee damage received. Well, if we get into melee, we have problems anyways. So perhaps if we can get, if we can twist units and get them to show their flank to us, we'll go with that. Oh, this would have been great to have. Morale damage dealt. Plus 20%. Like that. Grenade throw range, I'm just not going to worry about it because it's, add 40% to very little and it's still very little. Artillery reload speed. Yeah, I think we got to go with this. And I think that's actually counteracted, right? Because that increases it by 40% and that shrinks it by 20%. So it just grows 20%, but morale damage dealt is 20%. And that's, for them. I mean, arguably that would have been a good one for artillery as well. We get an upgrade here. Charge plus 15%. Veterancy gain is plus, but veterancy gain, I don't know if veterancy gain is my biggest concern at this point. And so, given the nature of my army, I'm going to go with that. Oh, that was the cab unit. Well, we do a lot of charging. I mean, it's largely routing units, but all right. Yeah, I mean, I'm okay with that. Where's slum number 5? Slum number 5 is there. And then at the end of this, I think we. I'll fight you. It's fine. I mean, I don't know if it's fine, but 4 cav, 3 artillery. But I'm not going to do it in this video. I'm going to save it. Another potential save scum point. Then after that, I think we're going to buy some food, maybe raid some places, get our supplies up before we go into Act 3. Once we get that last doctrine. But this looks like it's going to be another no-joke contest. And I can't quite do it right now. So, all right, I enjoyed this one. I hope you did as well. And hope to have you back for what should be the finale of Act 2 here in our third crack at the Russian campaign.